So this is everything that you need to know about today's interest rate hike. What's going on, team? It's Ricky here with TechBud Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing Wednesday. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So again, today, December 14th, 2022, there is a rate hike from the Federal Reserve. As you guys can see, expectation was 4.25 to 4.5%, and that is exactly what we reported. So if that's exactly what we reported, then why did the market sell off, right? So we have this overall breakdown. I'm actually going to, in the comment section, link this statement from the Federal Reserve so you guys have access to this yourself, right? I don't just want you guys to rely on my channel. I want you guys to do your own due diligence and feel free to read all through this. Yeah, and there's going to be an FOMC minutes meeting that's going to be in about 2 to 3 weeks, and that will be recapping pretty much just why exactly they decided on the 0.5% interest rate hike instead of 0.75% or instead of 0.25%. We even live streamed it on this channel. We live streamed the market's reaction. It did catch some of us by surprise. I even think that if you shorted the market, it probably caught you by surprise because if being completely honest, I mean, I expected today to be a very significant day, either very aggressive in the green or very aggressive in the red, and it was neither one of those, right? I think it's because we did report the 0.5% interest rate hike, but it's the number of interest rate hikes for 2023 that were more than expected, and that's why the market ended up selling off. So if you're asking that question, why is it that, market still ended up selling off? There's an expectation that the Federal Reserve was going to be less aggressive and not raise interest rates as much, especially after that CPI data report. A lot of you guys know, based off of the CPI data report that was released literally yesterday. This was November, for the November 22 or 2022 CPI data report, which is the inflation rate. Inflation was expected to be anywhere from 7.3 to 7.4%, and it actually came in at 7.1. Core inflation came in lower than expected at 6%. And that was huge, right? I mean, the market speaks for itself, where during that pre-market session, QQQ took off and it gapped up 15%. I thought that was really setting the standard and setting the pace for today. But obviously, it just was not the case. I think it's because we received good news and bad news, or it's not even that we received good news. It's we received, the rate at what we expected at. That was good. But we just didn't expect that many into what it is that was actually stated in that FOMC statement, right? They talked about doing a total of a 0.75% interest rate hike for 2023. And one of the questions, you guys don't have to rewatch it, but it's in one of the live streams from earlier today. We live streamed the entire thing, and one of the journalists asked the question of, for those 0.75% interest rate hikes, are you going to do them, early on? Are they going to be, spread out in 0.25%? And Jerome Powell, obviously, he doesn't know, right? A lot of people get offended because he doesn't give direct answers of, well, we're going to do one in January, then we're going to do a 0.5% in March, right? It's not that black and white. It's all based off of the overall understanding of, and he said it himself in this speech, right, in today's conversation, where he openly said, if, economic data begins to support that the economy is slowing down, then yes, they can be more soft with these interest rate hikes. But if economic data is coming in hotter than expected, meaning that it's not really slowing down, then remember, the whole purpose of the Federal Reserve is for them to slow down the economy and to drop inflation. And that's what they're going to continue to work on, right? So I'm at least happy that it was a 0.5% interest rate hike. It is a positive takeaway. We're still trading within that same range on that 4-hour time frame. Very easy to see the overall lows of 280, overall highs of 295. We broke above it for a little bit, right? That was yesterday, but we haven't been able to hold above it and make higher highs. So we'll see. We'll see if the market continues to rally, if the market continues to make higher highs and higher lows. And one of the things that I did want to make sure that you guys were aware is there's a handful of reports, economic reports, that are set to be released tomorrow, and pretty much half of them are all 1 hour before the market opens. There's the initial claims report, continuing claims report. If you're part of LPP, you should know what that is. And then there's a retail sales and retail X auto sales, which again, we've broken down many times before. But all of these reports will be released tomorrow. And then on Friday, we have the prelim reports for the PMI. So again, more reports to come. They do affect the market, some more than others. At the end of the day, I think today's takeaway, even after this rate hike, right? Our CPI data report, we've gone through it. This rate hike, markets aren't completely crashing, and that's a good thing, right? 7.1% inflation rate is still definitely not where we want to be. It's still very high, but it's progress, and that's why I believe that the market should go up. But just because I think something's going to happen, it doesn't mean that it will, right? So we're all here to wait for confirmation. If we break above, I'll add more to my long-term plays. If we break below, I'll reduce my position size. There's no reason to be hopeful about something and then end up regretting it later down the road. Watch that position size, manage that risk, and at the end of the day, if you view it to be too risky to take the trade, one of the best things that you can do is maybe even stay cash and just, wait for direction to be more clear, right? So if you have any questions, I hope that you guys know that you guys can always reach out to me, and that's going to be, if it's a trading related question, send me a direct message via Discord, and that's that first link in the description, or send me a direct message via Instagram if it's about anything else, and that's that third link down below. Friendly reminder, I am verified on Instagram. That's my only Instagram account. Every other Instagram account is fake. There's a bunch of fake accounts of me on YouTube. They'll try to message you through WhatsApp. They'll try to email you, message you through Facebook or WhatsApp or Telegram. I have none of that. I don't have a Forex fund. I don't have a crypto fund. I don't offer anything like that. I will never trade for you. I offer one thing, and it's my Learn Plan Profit group. If you want to learn how to trade, you get to watch me trade live every day. So you've heard me talk about them before. If you want to learn more about it, we are ready to sell. It's the second link in the description. If not, just subscribe here to our YouTube channel, and I'll keep you up to date on more delayed videos. But again, it is what it is. If you want my time, if you want my assistance, then that's the group to join. If not, then again, you can just watch what we post here on YouTube. So also, we are hosting our giveaway, and if you want to learn more about how to enter these weekly giveaways where we're giving away anything from a PS5, an iPad, and a DJI, click the fourth link in the description, and we'll go from there. So appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.